Welcome back to Florida Sportsman Project Dreamboat. Join the crew at MCU as they begin the rigging on the 31-foot Contender project.
All right, so if you guys recall this 31 Contender that came into my shop for a fuel tank replacement and some hurricane damage repairs, originally the boat came in with a small punch list, but as things progressed, it actually turned in and morphed into a huge project. Now that we're putting the boat together, I'm gonna get Steve started with all the rigging. We're waiting on these engines. I need to get Dave to build me an awesome dash panel. This thing's gonna be over the top, completely unique and one of a kind, and I can't wait to see this equipment mounted in the dash.
So here we are. We got the 31 Contender back from the paint shop. It looks killer. So it's my time to go up there and start making a dash for Steve so he can get his rigging on. I'm trying to get as many cutouts as I can because this dash is gonna be full one piece. So I'm gonna have to bend it in two different spots. Since we're using half-inch material, you wanna relieve the back part of the panel because when you go to bend it, it's kind of tough to bend half-inch. It tends to wanna roll up on itself and give you a real funky bend. So I did that with a hand router, put a little V-groove in the back, plus it helps me out heating the material. It's not as thick now. So once you got your material up on the table, our table consists of it's a rod, and it's a radiant rod, so it gets hot. I don't know the specific temperature. I use a heat gun as well because half-inch is a bit thicker. But once I know that I got the material at the right temperature, I'm ready to go. So I had basically used a couple pieces of material to get my angle. So it's like an angle finder. You can buy them, but I made mine. I had a cleat on the table, so when I push my material up there, it'll hold the panel until I get my angle, and then I'll put another cleat down. So while it's cooling, we get a nice even bend, and it's not wavy. However, on the second bend, you don't have the liberty to do that. It's a little harder. So once I get the material heated up again, I had to run as fast as I can out there, climb up the ladder with this big panel, hopefully not drop it, get it in place, bend it in there, clamp it all down so when it cools, it holds its form. And I think the end result, man, is just a super clean, sweet panel, man. It matches the paintwork, this one's over the top, no doubt.
Dave's actually doing an incredible job on the dash panel. Now it's time to get Robbie out of the inside of the boat. He's been buffing on this thing now for days. The buff magic is finishing this gel coat off incredibly. It's time to tie in that beautiful all grip paint job into the top cap gel coat, and we're gonna do it with a beautiful black taco rub rail with the stainless steel insert. Now that these guys are getting all this stuff done and put together, it's time for Steve to get these engines on. I've been waiting for them. They finally showed up. I can't wait to see them installed.
I just got the 31 Contender back from the paint crew. They did a wonderful job painting this boat. It really looks sharp. And my engines are showing up at the same time too, so that boat looks pretty lonely out there with no engines on it. So I'm gonna go ahead and get these engines uncrated and get them bolted up to the back of the boat. It's a lot easier to put my steering system on the engine while it's hanging than you can get in front of the engine. It makes it a lot easier. So I get it up to where it was mounted before, straight edge it, and I discovered, no, I can go up another inch with these engines. Got the first engine up there, got it mounted, got it beaded in with some 5200, secured the bolts, and then I'm going to bolt the second engine on. This one went a lot quicker because we didn't have to monkey with the heights. We figured out where we needed to be, and we got them on there, and it was a pretty quick install for these two engines.
All right, well, Steve might have the engines on the back of the boat, and Dave has the dash panel wrapped up, but that doesn't mean we're close to being done. There's one of the components in the dash that I'm really excited about, and it's this new Infinity head unit by Harman Kardon. I want to make sure Steve gets this thing put together, and I want to do an awesome job for this guy because he has no idea some of the things that are going to happen here, and I can't wait for you guys to see it.
All right, now I've got the engines on the Contender. Brian brought me a set of Infinity speakers that's going to be going in this boat, so I'm going to jump on and move on to that next. So I'm going to start up on the bow. I already got two 6-inch holes up there, and the speakers I got to fill these holes, filled the holes perfect. I didn't have no bezels or anything made or no patching or anything, but I've got two subs that I got to put up there. The customer wanted his subs up in the front of the boat. I get up there, I measure out because they're going to be up in front of the boat and you're going to be looking at these speakers. They're going to be in your sight all the time, and I'm going to get them to where they're going to be perfectly even with the 2 6s. So I'm going to draw my straight line and measure from the outside, and then I'm going to take the template that actually comes in the box with these speakers, which is pretty cool. It's a round template. You can either use the center or you can use the ring. In this case, I'm going to use the ring because I can get it so far away from the other speaker with the ring template, and then I can mark my hole for the first one, Get the second one in the same place, measure, get it an inch away, mark the hole for that one, step back, look at it, and they look good. So I'm going to continue cutting the holes out for the subs. We'll cut them out, get them up in there, check them out, screw them in. Not only do these speakers require the wiring for the music to go through, they also require wiring for these cool lights, LED lights that are in these speakers that you can change to all different colors. They're really cool.
So the speakers in this thing look incredible. Steve's got everything mounted. It's coming out great. So I grabbed all the guys and we got the T-top up in the boat. Once that was done, I had to grab those guys and put them on some other projects. There's all kinds of things happening at the shop and I had to get other projects wrapped up.